Mistake is when you say things like branding is for big corporation. People say things as I'm just buying and selling properties. I don't need a brand. The deal is all that matters. But the counter truth to this mistake is that in a crowded and often distrustful market, your personal or company brand is your most valuable asset. A strong brand is a trust accelerator. It attracts better deals, more reliable partners, and premium tenants. Without you having to chase them, it allows you to command higher prices because you are selling a reputation of quality and integrity, not just four walls and a roof. The next mistake people make is saying things like the exit is an event. Misconception. People tend to believe that an exit is something I will do at the end. When I'm ready to retire, I will sell everything and sail into the sunset. The counter truth is that for a sophisticated investor, your exit is not a singular event. It is a strategic tool used throughout the journey. You should be constantly evaluating your portfolio, which assets have plateaued, which markets are overrated. A strategic exit frees up capital to be redeployed into higher yielding assets or higher yielding investments. The next mistake you need to avoid is the no exit strategy. Many people believe that they will always figure out how to make money from a property once they get it. They say things like maybe I will rent it, maybe I will flip it. The option will reveal itself. The truth is that if you don't have a clear exit strategy before you acquire any property, you are not an investor, you are just a speculator. Your exit strategy dictates everything: the type of property you buy, the location, the financing, and even the renovations. Without it, you are sailing without a destination at the mercy of the market winds. The next mistake you must avoid is the self-managed renovation. People say things like, I can manage these renovations myself to save money. I will buy the materials directly from the market to avoid the builder's markup. I will be on site every day to supervise. Now, the counter truth to this mistake is that unless you are a professional builder, you are the most expensive project manager you can hire. Your lack of trade knowledge leads to costly mistakes, wasted materials, and time delays. The markup you save on materials is a fraction of the costs for your errors, not to mention the opportunity cost of your time. The next mistake you need to avoid is something we call the under-capital project. The myth about this under-capital project is that people say things like, I have 80% of the projected cost. That should be enough to start. I will figure out the rest along the way. Something will come up. The counter truth is that starting a real estate project without a minimum of a 20 to 30% financial buffer, which is actually beyond your core budget, is a professional suicide. Something will come up of unseen foundation issues, material price hikes, money issues, extended rainy season, and it will demand cash. Without a buffer, a minor setback becomes a fatal crisis. The next mistake you must avoid is ignoring zoning and planning. Now, what matters is that people say things like, what matters is that I own the land. I can build what I want on it. These government planning regulations are just for show. I can sort them later if there's an issue. Now, the counter truth is the zoning laws and building codes are not suggestions. They are the law. Ignoring them is one of the most financially devastating mistakes you can make. The government has the power to stop your project, demolish your building, and blacklist you from future development. The cost of sorting is actually higher than the cost of doing it right the first time. The next mistake you must avoid is the neglect of storytelling. People say things like, the numbers speak for themselves. I don't need to tell a story. Now, the counter truth to this is data persuades the brain, but story persuades the heart. And people make decisions with their heart, then justify them with their brains. Whether you are raising capital, selling a property, or recruiting a partner, the ability to weave a compelling narrative around the deal is what separates the good from the great. A story creates an emotional connection that a spreadsheet never can. The final mistake you need to avoid when it comes to real estate in Nigeria is believing this list is exhaustive. If I can avoid all these mistakes, I will be guaranteed success. The counter truth to this is that this list is not a checklist for a perfect journey. It is a map of the minefield I cross. But the terrain is always shifting. You will make your own unique, spectacular mistake. This is not just inevitable, it is the essential. Mastery is not the absence of error, it is the development of resilience and a learning mindset that allow you to fall, learn, adapt, and rise stronger every single time. Thank you for watching. If you want a full list of these mistakes and their counter truth, type in the comment section mistakes and I will send it across to you for free. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Cheers.